honorary members of the National Assembly.
All right, okay.
It is the turn of delegates from Turnout Local Government Area Council who are casting their ballots in this process, where delegates of the People's Democratic Party in Akwa Ibom State have gathered to vote for one of the aspirants who emerged as the party's governorship candidate in the 2015 elections. And at this point I'm being joined by one of the leading members of the National Assembly. He is in person of the distinguished Senator Effiong Bob. Well, it's an honor and a privilege catching up with you finally, aside from your deliberations on the floor of the upper house.
Thank you very much.
So how has it been so far, in your own experience?
Well, I think the processes are going on very, very well. I've been a foundation member of the party, and I've taken part in all the primaries in PDP from inception. I think this is very, very credible and peaceful. The delegates are very, very orderly. The arrangement is superb, and I think everything is going on well. All aspirants have been given opportunity to be in the field. I believe that their supporters are also voting for them. And we expect the very best. The clean results will come up soon.
Well, I have observed that members of the National Assembly of the People's Democratic Party stock from Akwa Ibom State are here too. I've spoken with one distinguished senator, and now you this time around. Well, it appears this process is that important to you, and that's why we have such a very high-powered delegation in this place. Is that not so?
Yes, I've been a member of the party from the foundation, as I said, and I took part in all the past primaries and elections. I've served in the Senate for 8 years and serving in the ECOWAS Parliament too, representing Nigeria for 8 years. I can tell you that what is going on today is very peaceful. And I think the delegates are aware of their rights and they are voting according to their conscience. And I believe the outcome will be used by our party to move the process forward into the general election, which will come up. And we believe the PDP, as he has started, will end very, very well.
How important is the person who emerges as the next governor of Akwa Ibom State, or at least the next candidate of the People's Democratic Party's governorship ticket, important to you?
Well, the candidate is expected to carry on with the manifesto of the party, to do and improve on what is on ground, and we expect the very best from him. And at the end, even those that are going to be, let me say, loser, because there is no vanquish and there will be no victor in this game. Everybody will be carried along. They will come back and work together as a family. Usually in a contest, there must be a winner. There must be a loser. So the winner will be able to galvanize all these other interests and ensure that everybody come back and work together. That's what I expect. The game of politics is not a do or die. You don't win today, you can win tomorrow. Many people have contested elections before and lost and tried again and lost. Eventually they will win. So there is always tomorrow. My advice to all the aspirants is that only one of them will come up as the candidates of the party. They should join hands, whosoever that will be. I believe that that person will carry them along and they will work for the interests of the party and the development of the state.
Now, the issue of who emerged as aspirant, I'm not talking about candidate now, because there are over 20 aspirants. The issue of who emerged as aspirant in this process, and we're talking about the criteria and qualifications, was it actually resolved to the satisfaction of everyone concerned?
No, generally you don't expect everybody to agree on issues. But being a party matter, whenever a party takes a decision, the party decision becomes supreme. And every member of the party, loyal members of the party, are supposed to key into the decisions of the majority of the party. So that decision, that process has gone on and went on well. Whatever decision the party took is in the best interest of our state. So I believe the candidate that we meet will be the outcome of that process, and it will carry everybody along.
Thank you very much, distinguished Senator.
Happy to see you.
Thank you very much. Well, I've been talking with the distinguished Senator Effiong Bob. Yes, he has spent a number of years at the National Assembly and does have an enviable curriculum to tie. But right now we'll be returning to the ballot boxes where the process will be conducted. But of course, at the moment now too, before we do that, some of the local government areas are being called out, but then we still have one more delegate joining us here who has a stake in this event. But then I would like him to introduce himself because...
Senator Aneti Okun, member of the National Caucus of our great party, the PDP.
Well, indeed, I've just finished speaking with one senator, and now I have another senator on me now. So it appears that this process is also very important to the members of the National Assembly from Akwa Ibom State in the PDP, isn't it?
That goes without saying. It is important because it is the process for deepening democracy, and our state has continued to set the example for others. It must not go without observation that this is the strongest sitting of the PDP nationwide. In all our electoral dates and in all our electoral arrangements, this state has always scored 100% for PDP, and we are not about to lose that advantage.
Well, it appears your confidence that the PDP will produce the next governor in Akwa Ibom State is almost presumptuous, but then I will give you the benefit of the doubt. But also don't forget that politics now goes beyond the name of the party. It also is a matter of who is the candidate. So what is giving you the confidence that the PDP will produce a candidate that will be more desirable than the other political parties in the state?
The people of this state desire continuity, because I've seen governance, the bar of governance raised to a level unparalleled in the history of this state and even in the history of the country. And it is the universal and communal desire of our people to ensure that we sustain the momentum for the development. We've painstakingly gone around and set benchmarks in choosing who our gubernatorial candidate will be. And the results today, and also when we go for the gubernatorial election, will confirm our confidence. It's not misplaced. It is because we are into real politics and our people have high expectations, which we have promised we will continue to meet.
Well, at this moment I can see that everything is going on in a very good order, but then I can also detect this restlessness in the air. Well, what do you think will be responsible for that?
Restlessness is your perception. If you say excitement and anxiety about the outcome, the people are waiting to have their candidate crowned. There is no restlessness. It is excitement. Yeah, and you can feel it. You can even cut it in the air. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, distinguished Senator.
Please avoid embarrassment.
We got a number of delegates who have cast their ballots and who are still casting their ballots. The process is still very much on here at the Nest of Champions of the Akwa Ibom National Stadium, where delegates of the People's Democratic Party are casting their ballots for the over 20 aspirants, one of who eventually will emerge as a candidate of the People's Democratic Party. Well, both serving and former members of the House of the National Assembly are here, and right now I am being joined by Senator Aloysius Edok. Thank you for joining us, distinguished Senator.
Thank you very much.
Well, I have seen that very high-ranking members of the People's Democratic Party from Akwa Ibom State are here today, and I've already put this question to one of the distinguished senators. Why is this process so important to you?
Well, it is